year at Oklahoma, right?
2.
2 years. Why are they 88-5 at home ever since Bob's been there?
Why?
Yeah. What makes them so good at home?
They've been a pretty good football team.
Yeah.
Coach Stoops does a great job. They've had tremendous tradition, and they have a lot of good players.
Having been there, have you told your guys anything specifically about what to expect?
Again, a lot of energy, a great program, extremely talented, well coached. We're going to have to come in here with a mindset of being very focused and executing what we have to do on every play because they're going to be ready and they do a great job of playing team football, so to speak. You know what I mean? They're solid on offense, defense, and special teams. That starts from the head coach.
What's it gonna be like for you to go back to Oklahoma?
Again, there'll be a lot of mixed emotions from a standpoint. We've made a lot of good friends there the 2 years that we were there, and my wife and I and our children, and so not that we're going back to see those friends, so to speak, but we'll see some, and obviously there's a lot of great memories there the 2 years that we were there.
What were some of the great memories? What were the things?
Well, we won 2 bowl championships, a Big 12 championship, and to be a part of that, outstanding program like Oklahoma it was special for our family.
A year ago, you were taking a team to Oregon to play a great offense. Now you're going to Oklahoma to play another great offense. How do you feel about the guys you're taking to battle in a year's time? How things change?
It's a different. Obviously, it's a different year. It's a different group. It's a new team. So it's a different offense that we're going against from a standpoint of their scheme. It's different. Again, the similarities are they're great programs, and they're very successful at winning at home, and they've won a lot of championships.
You got guys that Cameron Sutton, I guess that was his 3rd game last year. A couple of your guys are more experienced this time, aren't they?
Yeah, if you mentioned Cam, yes. You got Brian Randolph. This is his 4th year, so to speak, and Justin Coleman. So there's a mixture of experience, but also Mike Williams playing for the first time, and we still have the youth part. Todd Kelly.
What have you told the players about what to expect just from the Oklahoma atmosphere? Also, a lot of guys haven't been even on a road trip before. What have you told them?
It's very similar to being in this league. It's great fans. It's going to be a lot of energy. It's loud. It's something that they'll see every week in the SEC.
How do you make sure freshmen and newcomers stay calm in those situations?
Well, we've been practicing, about staying calm, about staying in the moment, about one rep at a time. So they understand how important it is just to focus in the moment and not get ahead of themselves. So again, it's going to be a different venue. It'll be their first time being away from home, and so we really don't know how they're going to react, the young guys. But we're preparing them as best we can and to give them what to expect. I think the older guys are doing a good job with that too.
What have you seen from Todd Kelly lately in practice for him to garner so much more playing time?
Consistency, playmaking, extremely smart. He's very competitive. It's important to him. A lot of things there.
Also,
team player, good teammate.
Really?
Very good teammate.
He does seem like a really down-to-earth kid.
Well, he's very competitive.
Yeah.
I don't know about down to earth. I don't know. That kind of sounds a little bit more laid back, but he's not. He's very focused and kind of a seasoned veteran, so to speak. He's got leadership qualities, and we'll continue to expect a lot more from him each and every day, and as his career continues here.
Seems like you guys are still mixing it up at the corner spot. Just how confident are you feeling with the guys you have playing pretty regular right now?
Again, I think in the first 2 games that we've played, the big key for us is that to minimize the big plays, and so far we've been able to do that. And our tackling wasn't as good as it was the first game, but at the same time too, we gave up 2.5 yards a catch after a catch is still pretty good compared to the 1.7 of the first ball game. So those are things that we're kind of building on, and we've been very good on third down. And we got to continue that because you got to get off the field on third down. And so build on that. Continue to tell them why we did it and how successful we've been doing it, and the things that we can improve on, because we know that our opponents are watching what we're doing, and they're going to counter some of the things schematically. So we got to be prepared for that.
With the size that Oklahoma is, can guys like Devon Swafford play a role in games like this for you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously his number one thing right now is to be the best special teams player, like a lot of guys, and then when he gets his opportunity on defense, to be prepared and be ready to go.
Coach Jensen said that he thought that the guys on the back end are doing a lot better job on contain and helping. Having that speed on the back end is helping contain opposing quarterbacks. Did you just talk about your guys and what they've contributed to that?
I think that what they've done a great job of is playing with great leverage, and that's really what a secondary has to do, is understanding where their leverage is and where their help is, and doing their job and not trying to do the job of somebody else. So we've been very complimentary to each other, and I think that's what they've done a really good job of.
You're talking about avoiding cutting down on the big plays.
Yeah, that's leverage. That's
even more important, I imagine, on the road where if you get the crowd excited, it can snowball.
That's absolutely. Just stay calm, play one play at a time, and that's been the thing that we've been talking about as a group, and don't get ahead of yourself, and just focus on your job and what you have to do to execute, your assignment.
Thanks, Coach.
I had one last question on Oklahoma. Just what made that a fun staff to work with when you were there?
They're just first class. They're very professional, good people. The staff is, and it's really led by the athletic director, Joe Castiglione. Is just an unbelievable, great leader, great person, and you can see that in their whole athletic department. And it just trickles down to affect the whole coaching staff and support staff.